well, an inspiration to a lot of young girls who are thinking about taking up snooker. She's up against a wonderful player, a lovely lad as well, Jack Lisowski, very, very talented. But I think, the way she's performed, she's got nothing to lose. She has to go out there with a mindset, I've got nothing to lose, everything to gain, go out, just play her game. She's got a wonderful technique, beautiful. Just the way her whole sort of technique and the way she strikes the ball. But yeah, I'm really looking for her. I think everybody is,
It's a brilliant opportunity for her to showcase her game, and she's only 21. She's going to improve. Stephen Maguire made some interesting points when he was asked about her progress through to Judgment Day after his winning effort, and he said she's proved everybody wrong. Yeah. She's so good and thoroughly deserves to be in the spotlight where she is tonight. There'll be so many people talking about her.
Absolutely, and so they should, because she deserves that credit, and she's been a shining light, and she plays the game with such sort of grace and composure and style. And it's going to be an interesting night. Obviously Jack Lisowski is going to be a big favourite. But, I just think what she's done this week has given a lot of hope to a lot of the girls that are on the tour already, and also girls that are thinking of sort of taking up snooker as well. I think that's the inspirational story that she's produced this week.
Well, it's Jack Lisowski who's in first. We will, of course, also keep you up to date. Ryan Day against Sanderson Lamb. David Lilley against Wu Yize. Wu Yize made that wonderful run to the final of the English Open, just losing out to Neil Robertson. Wang Yushen against Barry Hawkins is the other of our quartet of matches. Tomorrow afternoon, the Barbican looms large, but only for 4 of tonight's 8 players. It really is going to be a fantastic evening of snooker. It's the second half of Judgment Day Part 1, and I think they've just about finished their dinner in fine time to sit and savour every single second of what could be a 5-hour epic. You can keep up to date on the WST social media platforms or Discovery Plus. We're delighted to have your company. Record-breaking numbers of people tuning in. Lisowski at the table, and in the comms box, I believe, is the one and only Dave Hendon.
Yeah, thanks, Rob. Looking forward to this. A lot of interest, of course, on this match in particular, on the evening in general. We're going to stick with table 1 for now. Jack Lisowski first in. He will have observed Yulu's not only results but performances as well, all the breaks you mentioned. But of course we know that he's a very fast scorer himself. Was in the balance against Rory Thor the other night, but finished off well. Yulu left a red actually from a break-off shot here, so Lisowski looking, as I say, to really pile the pressure on early. He knows what a big match it is. As well, of course, he's a semi-finalist 2 years ago, so those points coming off on the 2-year rotation. Currently 21 in the world, Lisowski. Very much a crowd favourite. So although Yulu will have a lot of support, Jack Lisowski will have plenty himself. And would be, of course, another very dangerous qualifier if he were to make it through. He's just saying there's a little spot on the blacks, asking the referee, Deshislava Boshelova, to give it a clean. Just left this a little awkward. Oh, and this is a little awkward. Not everyone could play this shot like this and live to tell the tale. Quick scorer though, isn't he? I mean, he's already up to 51 in no time at all. Just lost ideal position. He knows it's a big night, Ken, doesn't he? You know, it's a big night for him as well, though. A lot of focus on his opponent, but he's got his own job to do.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, there's no doubt there's a lot of pressure on him. You know, he's expected to win. And I think Yulu could use that to her advantage in a way. But, I mean, he's a class act. Jack Lisowski, wonderful talent, wonderful player. And so down to earth as well. You know, I don't think he'll be taking anything for granted. I think, you know, it'd be the utmost respect as if he's playing Judd Trump or Ronnie O'Sullivan. I think that's what he should do anyway, because the pressure builds, and if he doesn't get off to a good start, that would only give encouragement to Yulu. But this is a wonderful start from so far.
Yeah, he recovered really well. Nice red, so nicely on the black. Fancy him now to take this frame. This black will get him 73 in front with 67 on.
Just playing a little cannon on the red, just to the right of the pink. That's what he tried, but he just clipped the red first. But that was the important ball to leave Yulu. Needing a snooker now. Can he negotiate this red up to the yellow pocket? No problem. Yeah, I think starting on the front foot tonight for Jack Lisowski, just laying down a marker to his young opponent. You know that he's playing well, and with all the hype about Yulu and how well she's done, he wants to, well, just get down to business.
Yes, there's no room for sentiment from his perspective, of course. He's got his own job to do. He's trying to get into another big event. He's been relatively quiet of late. He did get to the quarterfinals of the Wuhan Open in China this season. But a very swift 79. That was only 9 minutes, that frame. Jack Lisowski already 1-0 in front. So let's just go around the tables. And table 2, Ryan Day, very much a stalwart of the tour. He was a semi-finalist in the 2017 UK Championship. And Sanderson Lam here yesterday beat Yuan Sijun 6-5. He made a century in the decider. So it's a great win for him. He lives nearby, actually, or relatively near to Jürgen Harrogate. That's just gone wrong, but he'll be pretty confident, I think, coming into this match after the great finish he made yesterday. Brian Day is sort of a veteran of various judgment days, isn't he? World Championship, UK Championship, you kind of always expect to see him here. He beat Louis Heathcote yesterday from 3-0 down. He beat him 6-3.
Is she going to attempt this red, or is she going to play safe? That's one thing about Yulu, and I don't know whether you've seen it in her matches here, but she certainly goes for shots. She doesn't hold back, does she, Stephen? She likes going for them.
Absolutely, I really do think she's a proper player. She's been very aggressive in the 3 matches she's played so far. She plays the right shots at the right times, and the thing that's impressed me most about Yulu, particularly in these qualifiers, is that in the pressurized situations when the pressure has really been on, she's not shied away and gone into a shell. She's stayed positive, and ultimately that's why she's in the Judgment Day round, in the final round, to get through to the Barbican, because she absolutely deserves to be here.
Yeah, there's another wonderful shot. Duly acknowledged by Jack Lazowski, a little tap on the table with his cue, but yeah, good safety shot.
She's won 18 frames of snooker to book her place in this Judgment Day, and 15 of those frames she's made a 50 break or more. That tells you everything you need to know about this girl. She is some player.
Yeah, another resident in the Ding Zhongwei Academy up in Sheffield, along with Wu Yize, Zhu Long, Si Zhong, Pang Zhongzhu. Ding, of course, Nopon, there's a lot of good players. So she's practicing with these guys all the time, gaining experience. She's not afraid to play them. I've seen her up there many, many times. A real diligent worker at a game, and always has a smile on her face as well. She's such a really affectionate sort of personality.
And I think that's part of the reason why she's enjoying some success. I thought she stood up very nicely last week in the Champion of Champions against Mark Williams, who obviously went on to lift the title. But this week, you can see that she's been putting herself in those positions and testing herself against those, well, some of the best players in the world down at the academy. And it's those hard yards you do on your day-to-day basis that earn you the right to enjoy these moments out in the arena. And I think that's why she's done so well this week. She believes she can compete.
Yeah, in fact, she had one of the hot shots of the week at the Champion of Champions. A favourite of Stephen Hendry's, if I recall. Wonderful safety shot. So it shows she's got both elements of her game. You know, she's quite clever, good safety player, but as you mentioned, she can score as well. She's got all the attributes, and temperament, most importantly, is her biggest one.
So while we wait for this second frame to unfold on our feature table, table 1, let's have a little look over on table 2. My good pal Sanderson Lamb taking on Ryan Day, who, as David says, he so often features in the Judgment Day. Ryan Day.
Plays it, no hesitancy whatsoever.
That's what makes him one of the best players in the world to watch, isn't it, Jack Lazowski? I suppose it's the unpredictability of him at times that you never know quite what Jack Lazowski you're going to get, but when he's in full stroke, he is one of the best to watch.
Alright, let's just go back to table 2. Sanderson Lamb has missed the black upper spot. Ryan Day, 7 ahead. He needs blue and pink to secure this first frame. Got bounced that off, up and down off the brown spot. Back off the ball cushion. perfect. So it's a chance for Sanderson Lamb, but he didn't take it. Ryan Day has, and I'm sure this pink is elementary. Yeah, wonderful. Good start. Good steal.
Well, just as we rejoined table 1, Jack Lazowski left himself hampered over one of the reds on a break of 69. And it proved to be the difference there. Still 6 reds remaining, which means 75 points on the table. Could there? A big steal on the cards, possibly. Very uncharacteristic mistake from Jack from being absolutely perfect a few moments ago. Let's have a little look at where it broke down for Jack. He was perfect on the black, left himself that red, which it was a nasty little shot really to have to play. There was no way he should have even been hampered over that red. So much room for error. So this could be a big opportunity for Yulu to claw away back into this frame at least.
Well, I mean, the situation at the table at the moment, I mean, you would think these loose reds are absolutely perfect. That red, just close to the pink, it doesn't pot into this left corner pocket, but it will pot into the right centre. This is really a real sort of early test of nerve and temperament, composure. Jack Lazowski missed that easy red. He has to sit and wait. It's not the type of situation he really needs here, because should Yulu go on and win the frame from this position, I mean, what a wonderful boost that would be. Just steadying herself. She's going to go back up for blue.
I think if you're to dissect this match and try and find a good way that Yulu could win this game, she's probably not going to outscore Jack when he's in amongst them, but the odd mistake that he does have a tendency to throw in, if she can pick off from those mistakes and land a couple of body blows to Jack, psychologically, what effect will that have on him? Could be a possible route for her success this evening.
Yeah, I like that shot. Play for the red into the right corner. Didn't want to disturb the red and pink. I mean, she could leave that for a little bit later on. As I said, doesn't have to. That red does pot into the right centre. There's no doubt about that. She can play that in a couple of shots' time. Try and tidy up these 2 reds just below the black if she can. Maybe the angle on this red into the right corner is not to her liking, so she's going to take the red into the centre. Oh, chance missed. Maybe she should have taken that red into the bottom right corner. It was a little bit easier. Okay, she might have had a good angle on it, but you still expect it to pot that, but a little bit more difficult into those middle pockets.
How she would have just loved that cue ball from the blue to have bounced a fraction further, but Jack Lazowski unable to capitalise on that mistake, so she gets a second bite at the cherry.
Yeah, 49 behind, so she needs pink or black with this, but she's got a nice angle on the red. She can spin that cue ball of at least 3 cushions back down into an area for pink or black, preferably black. Oh, that's not hard enough, is it? A little bit short of pace, but it's not too bad. She would have liked to be a bit closer to the black, but she's okay. And that was a lovely black, just floated in. Confidently now, imperative and she gets a nice angle. We're potting this red on the black, just so she can drop on that last red. It's so important to get a nice angle on the black there. You know, to be straight on the black is just no good whatsoever. So all she can do is just pot the black. I don't think she'll even try and get on the red here, Stephen. I think she may just pot the black and then play a snooker. It was just so important to get top side of that black there, wasn't it?
It's amazing how many times as players we've all done that, and you just think to yourself, just hit the ball harder, make sure you get high. So playing the aggressive shot, pink to middle, this is very missable. Oh, that's a brilliant strike. Needs the cue ball to come across the face of the red, and she's been unlucky. Brilliant attempt. Again, trying to stay positive, stay aggressive. She does back herself in those situations, doesn't she?
Yeah, I mean, there's not many players who would have taken the pink there. You know, they might have taken the black and then played the snooker on the red. Well, I mean, I have to say, fair play to her. Taking that more difficult pink. Doesn't want to leave a touching ball here. If it's a touching ball, she's in trouble.
Touching ball.
Oh, another mistake.
Yeah, that's a big error because Jack has the option now to push a colour safe and get the cue ball up into the balk area. She may have just missed a trick there by Yulu. Fair play to her for taking that pink on, Ken. There's absolutely no way I'd have been taking that on, that's for sure.
Well, I mean, I would have been putting the black safe here. That's pretty good. But I don't think he's got the snooker, is he? He might have got the snooker, but I think the black's safer. It means that, well, by Yulu, 34 points behind, she needs the black, so putting the black safe would have been a lot more sort of problematic for Yulu. She's got to hit this and get it safe.
Big night for her. I'm sure there'd have been some nerves coming into this. I'm sure she'd have been very excited as well. She's played so well this week, so much support. Great to be able to showcase her talent as well and show the world exactly what she can do. Mixing it with the best players in the world on the biggest stage. Such a massive event for Jack Lazowski this year. Defending semi-final points from 2 years ago. In that unbelievable tournament he had, losing 6-5 to Mark Allen in the semis. The game against Sean Murphy in the quarterfinals stands alone as one of the best matches I think I've ever seen in terms of standard from a single player. 4 centuries in a row he made against Sean. Well, that's a big miss hit from Yulu, and she needs a bit of luck. As that cue ball come to rest on that jaw.
I don't think he can pot this red unless he comes off the top cushion, but he's certainly, I'm not quite sure he can cut this red in. He's having a good look at it, but it's almost like, if it's like stuck to the jaw, it's very hard to, yeah, he can't clip it in. Now if he misses it, oh, what a shot. What was he doing? Well, there goes to show the little bit of nervousness for Jack Lazowski. He's in a commanding position. There's no need to play that whatsoever. He could have just played the red because Yulu needs red and black and all the colours to win by 1 now. All of a sudden, she has a little bit of freedom in the points sort of tally. She just need a black with the last red. Huge error.
Never even threatened the red either. He was a country mile away from hitting that.
Can she negotiate this? It'd be a brave shot. but she's got to play it. She can't put her opponent back in. She's got to play the up. Well, she doesn't like it. Surprised. The up and down. A little bit surprised there. She could have played the up and down. It was almost one cushion, possibly two cushions. Very hard to miss it. Jack. Oh, he's brought the safe green away from the cushion. Doesn't want that cue ball going in there. Oh. It's all happening. Almost exactly where the red was a few minutes ago.
Those penalty points that Jack just gave her a moment ago mean that she doesn't need the black off this final red now as well. So she's got a little bit of wiggle room. Very much a red ball frame though now, it looks. Needs to just buy herself a few shots here. Try and keep this object ball safe.
And that was a lovely shot. Lovely touch. Clever. Oh, have a look at this. Almost. She didn't want to double kiss, but she's got away with it. Yeah, this looks good. We had a big target there between pink and black to get the cover on the red. And it's not going to be easy to hit. The green is sort of in the way for a two cushion escape. Unless she can get right through the gap. This could prove very, very difficult. Maybe she has a gap in between pink and black. She did, and she's played it well. She's got the red safe. Excellent shot.
Yeah, and the little flick off the blue wasn't bad either because it's now covered the red with the brown. And Jack's missed it once again, so this one may be getting replaced. No free ball. Not only has Jack got to hit this red, he has to get it safe now.
Wasn't it target?
मैं ऑलिम ट्रेड से मुनाफे की रकम
Desislava, the referee, just making sure these balls are replaced as accurately as possible. I think that cue ball was actually a little further up the table. Right, it's going to be the same shot again from Jack Lazowski. And the same thing applies, he has to get this safe. Yeah, good hit, solid contact on the red. Managed to freeze the cue ball. Hasn't left anything for Yulu, so job done there.
Yeah, another decent safety shot by Yulu. Quite clever. Maybe happy with that. Slightly fortunate, you'd have to say. Hand went up apologetically. It's quite clever. Such a clever shot, that, from boy Yulu, using the red to try and bring the green away from the cushion, knowing that she still have, the pink and black as a possible blocking ball. And if this clips the yellow, well, now all of a sudden she's got green and yellow out, and she's got a chance on the red. And you could see his disappointment. It was a very, very clever shot from boy Yulu there in that previous shot. For someone so young, Stephen, I mean, to think of that shot, it just shows you, that she's got a real good snooker brain on top of her shoulders, as well as all her wonderful talent as well.
You've taken the words right out of my mouth. That's exactly what I was going to say. She's got a great snooker brain. It didn't look much of a shot, did it? But there was a motive behind it, and she played it perfectly. To bring the green out using the red, it was a big target. So she's earned herself another chance here, and she's got this testing brown to middle. Could have landed a lot nicer on it. But as she's done all week, she just crunches them in, doesn't she? No fear snooker.
Well, that was just a wonderful shot. Played so confidently. Jack, not looking. This is the big shot. If she can pot this, get on the green nicely, well, yeah, no problem at all. She's played it beautifully. Off two cushions, perfect on the green.
Again, another example of a shot. I just love how she's played it. A lot of players may have tried to just hold that off one, and it's a bit of a decelerating shot. You don't hit it as positively. She's cued that one nicely, and now she's got the balls nicely spread for a clearance, and this will be a big blow.
And don't forget, she was 16-9 nil behind when she first came to the table. Jack Lazowski missed the red, slightly hampered into this bottom right corner pocket. She's clawed her way back. She's played some great shots, good safety, and a chance now to win the frame. Big shot, this is, well, if she pots this, gets on the pink, this is frame ball. There's pressure on it. Can't reach it. She may need a little bit of an extension on the bottom of the cue. But what a shot this is. She looks calm, looks composed. This could prove very vital. She'd be perfect on the pink if the blue goes in. Oh, she's missed it. What a chance that was, and she's left it. Oh, chance miss for boy Yulu. She played so well to get back into this frame. That was a big moment.
And a huge let-off for Jack Lazowski. He will be sighing with relief, because that would have been a bad frame to lose from him. She had a couple of bites at the cherry there, did by Yulu. Not quite able to take advantage. So it's going to be 2-0. Jack Lazowski over on table 1. Now, you may have heard the cue ball fly off a table. This is exactly what happened. Ryan Day in amongst them against Sanderson Lamb. Chips the white. Never nice to see that as a player. Doesn't matter if you're playing them or watching it. You're always sort of just wince. It's not a nice sound. It's not a nice sight. And Sanderson